Born in Czechoslovakia in 1986, Nadia dedicated her younger years to modeling, landing multiple high-profile roles in her country. And by the age of just 15, these roles led to her being moved to the United States to help continue this budding career. But by 20, her interest had shifted to a different kind of runway. She became obsessed with flying and had a natural talent for it too, quickly rising through the ranks and gaining certifications faster than most others could at that age. By 25, she was considered extremely accomplished for someone so young, and her resume would soon reach a wider audience when she began leveraging social media. She posted videos under the alias Gulfstream Girl, and eventually Global Girl, where she marketed herself as a supermodel turned pilot, which worked to the tune of millions of views. Nadia Marenko was a star in the aviation world and on social media too, and it was during the height of this success that she started Aviloop. It clearly wasn't meant to be some big secret either. She actively promoted it on numerous occasions, doing interviews on podcasts and even taking it to a trade show. If this was a front for something nefarious, she was doing a bad job of keeping it discreet, which seems to back up our first theory. And it would be very easy to settle on that theory and just call it a day, had being a model and a pilot been all that Nadia was known for. You see, there was something that she was hiding from her audience, a secret in the form of a bond with one man whom she was working closely with at the time that Aviloop was launched. A man by the name...
Oh shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Epstein jump scare. What the fuck? What the fuck?
He was involved in trafficking young women and children over to Little St. James.
What the fuck?
In case you're somehow unaware, Jeffrey Epstein is the most...
Bro, I just got fucking Epstein jump scared in this fucking video. Oh my fucking god.
Bringing children to his private island that he and other elites exploited in horrific ways. It's one of the biggest news stories of my lifetime, and over the past years, there's been so much talk surrounding the acquaintances of Epstein. Who is connected with him, and how close were they? But of all these people in Epstein's circle, few, if any, were closer to him than Nadia Marenko. It's a difficult subject to discuss, but Nadia is considered one of Epstein's victims. He found her through her modeling job when she was just a teenager, and she didn't just come to the United States for work. Epstein himself brought her, after allegedly purchasing her from her father. What followed was Nadia becoming his self-described sex slave. It's a horrible and unimaginable fate, but while Nadia appeared to have been a victim of Epstein, that wasn't all she was.
Her father sold her to him. What the fuck? What the fuck?
As after becoming an adult, she also became Epstein's accomplice. When Epstein was first investigated by the FBI back in the 2000s, many of his victims came forward and claimed that Nadia was not only present for their abuse, but she was a willing participant, there to satisfy Epstein's criminal sexual desires by, on occasion, directly participating in sexual abuse and prostitution of the minor girls. Now, Epstein was eventually given a sweetheart deal for these crimes in 2008, which led to him serving just 13 months in prison. And as part of that deal, Nadia was given complete immunity, meaning she never faced any sort of repercussions for her use of children. But despite being a free woman by the time that Epstein was thrown in jail, she stood by his side, living in his New York City home, waiting for his release. And while he was behind bars, Nadia would visit him roughly 70 times. These two were deeply connected, even well after she was his slave, with Nadia even making a scrapbook for Epstein, which is just so terrifying that I had to at least mention it in this video. It would be several years later in 2012, a time when Nadia had long since left Epstein's home and his control, that Nadia would rejoin his operation, this time with a brand new role. She became one of Epstein's pilots, taking victims and perpetrators alike to and from the island, on the plane they dubbed the Lolita Express.
What happened on the Lolita Express?
Everything that happened on the Lolita Express and his other planes was the same thing that happened in his bedrooms and the massage rooms. The abuse did not stop because we're in the air. Jeffrey couldn't take a 2-hour flight without having to ejaculate. Like, that's how sick this man was.
Nadia Marenko was directly trafficking children for Epstein, and she was doing this in 2012, mere months after she started Aviloop. Which brings us to our third and most upsetting theory. That Aviloop wasn't a cover for prostitution, but rather a front for child sex trafficking and pedophilia. Nadia's involvement alone and the timing of the company's launch, mixed with all the innuendos, the red flags, it all starts to make sense. And it's made even more disturbing when you look at the videos they posted on YouTube, as one thing I failed to mention so far is just how young these deal attendants look. There's obviously no way to conclusively determine their age from the footage, but some believe that they look to be teenagers, and maybe even underaged, which would make sense for this theory, as the deal attendants wouldn't be prostitutes, but rather child victims. It's a theory that has to be considered. I mean, as crazy as it seems, Aviloop was quite literally founded and run by a child trafficker, who was actively trafficking children when the company started.
And Nadia wasn't the only sketchy character.
Where is she? Is she alive today still? Or like not alive, but is she like still like where is she? I'm not really like I don't really know much about this person at all.
On the site behind the scenes.
So like
Epstein himself
maybe he'll
was
say
as
it.
well.
I don't know.
The two frequently emailed each other, and in multiple instances, Aviloop was discussed, with Epstein frequently giving her advice. In one email, he wrote to her, "Website is cool, mix of
She's
porn,
alive.
Groupon, and flying. The marketing campaign could be, buy with us, we give a flying fuck." His mentioning of porn here is just more confirmation that Aviloop wasn't just an aviation company, but this also shows that Epstein was helping with the company, and he wasn't just doing
Is she
this
like?
through friendly advice.
She's
Throughout
not even
his
charged
emails, you can
anything?
also
That's
find
crazy.
dozens of receipts from transactions with Aviloop,
Yeah,
totaling
let me go
hundreds of
back.
information that we give a flying fuck. Groupon giving her advice. In one email, he wrote to her, "Website is cool, mix of porn, Groupon, and flying. The marketing campaign could be, buy with us, we give a flying fuck." His mentioning of porn here is just more confirmation that Aviloop wasn't just an aviation company, but this also shows that Epstein was helping with the company, and he wasn't just doing this through friendly advice. Throughout his emails, you can also find dozens of receipts from transactions with Aviloop, totaling hundreds of thousands of dollars of payments sent directly to the company. Jeffrey Epstein was an investor
Epstein
in
jump scare of
Aviloop,
doom,
and a
bro.
big one too.
Holy fuck.
And he seemed to believe in the service so much that he even appeared to use it himself, as emails show him inquiring about booking flights through the company. Nadia at one point even offered to help Epstein through Aviloop, writing, "Is there anything I can do for you? I can find a deal through Aviloop on anything you want. Airplanes, helicopters, cheapest charters, discounted fuel, or a new model/assistant." She's literally offering Jeffrey Epstein a model through Aviloop, which more than hints at this theory being possible. I mean, she spells it out. And if they were in fact trafficking children through this service, this could give us a blueprint to how they were able to get their victims. Maybe they were finding models and having them fly out under the assumption that modeling is all they would be doing. Maybe these videos were even their tryouts for their roles, which they did without even realizing what was to come. I mean, these women were referred to as models on the Aviloop website. And remember, modeling is exactly how Epstein found Nadia. And it's also how he found
Tata
many
Mango,
other
thank you for the
victims, as he
follow.
was known to use the modeling industry as a means of recruiting
Thank you,
young and
thank you.
underaged women, offering them high-paying jobs and potentially career-making opportunities in order to lure them in. So maybe this was all part of the operation, or maybe Nadia was simply taking a page from his book and using the same style of entrapment that he used on her. It's so disturbing to even consider. And there's one more email that I believe is the most disturbing of all, that could allude to their alleged trafficking. An email with the subject line, "Old Terry Coconuts." "I ordered sweet young coconuts from Thailand for you and they just arrived. Very yummy. I was going to ship them to you in Paris, but I hear you are coming back, so I will send them to 71st with Sarah, just so you don't have to..."
Are young coconuts children? Is that the You know what?
To drink juices from old hairy things. Epstein was notorious for using code words in his messages, and it's not hard to see what Nadia may have meant by sweet young coconuts. So was it a joke or was it a coded message? It's hard to say, but this email was sent on November 13th, 2011, just 2 months after the launch of Aviloop.
Welcome to Aviloop, your collective find website for anything aviation.
So what was Aviloop? Well, to this day, we still don't have a true answer, but everyone has their theories, and most of them are not good. Many legitimately believe that Aviloop was a front for child trafficking, and I can see why. The connections and the strange material on the website and the channel make this impossible to write off as just some crazy conspiracy theory. And if this theory were to be believed, it makes the Aviloop YouTube channel that much more disturbing, as these videos would be advertisements for a human trafficking service that potentially included the victims as the stars.
It's also possible that this was a hub for prostitution, and while sex work doesn't always mean human trafficking, just given the players involved, that would definitely still be a concern. There's also still the possibility that Aviloop was secretly a porn website, like Epstein seemed to suggest in his email, with this content perhaps occurring on those one-on-one video calls. And there was one email that I found that was sent from Epstein's assistant, Story Cowles, that makes this feel even more believable, as Epstein asks him what he was up to which Story responds, "Just playing online at Aviloop. Pouring rain. Love it, love it." The way these people communicate is just so weird and hard to decipher, but playing online at Aviloop certainly seems to suggest that this wasn't just a typical daily deals website. And if porn really was the draw, I think given the secrecy of it and the people connected, I would still be very concerned about where they were getting these actresses, and if they were even of age. Nadia's legal team has pushed back on these theories, claiming she was merely Epstein's victim and nothing more, and someone who allegedly worked at Aviloop claimed that the ad campaign was merely meant to be provocative, and that's all. But this just feels so hard to believe. And regardless of which, if any of these theories are true, it seems so obvious to me that Aviloop was never meant to just be a normal company. I even question if perhaps Nadia had created Aviloop as a fake website, which Epstein could then funnel money into in order to make it look like Nadia was earning legitimate income, something that she needed to prove in order to get her US visa, which her emails to Epstein show she was clearly struggling with. And she seemed to allude to this at least being part of her reasoning for creating Aviloop in the first place, and part of the reason why she was asking Epstein for money. And ultimately, the only way she ended up getting that visa was through a deal that she made with the FBI that involved her informing them on Epstein's crimes. Her work directly helped lead to his 2019 arrest, and his ultimate death inside his jail cell that same year. And it was around the same time that Aviloop went back online with its fresh, scrubbed look, void of anything even close to being sexual. And since then, it's never been updated again. And there's hardly been any updates from Nadia herself either. She made a brief appearance in a 2019 YouTube video where she pulled a prank on a flying instructor, acting as an inexperienced student only to surprise the instructor with how skilled she was, with Nadia going as far as to dress as a child. But since then, her trail goes pretty much cold, and once the Epstein files started releasing around 2024, she disappeared from the public eye. Bizarrely, from that point on, the only trace of her seems to have come from images and videos from a monastery, which she seems to have joined. Nadia Marenko's work with the FBI and the immunity that she was given all those years ago makes it feel unlikely that she'll ever be prosecuted, or even investigated for whatever this whole operation was. The reality, though, is that we don't know the full truth about Aviloop, and it's involved in one of the most twisted and deep rabbit holes in human history. A rabbit hole filled with so many layers and cover-ups and corruption.
She
that I just
became a
hope
monk,
somewhere within all
something
of it,
like that.
we can eventually find an answer to the question, what was Aviloop? But until then, it will remain one of the darkest mysteries, not only on YouTube, but across the entire internet.
That is so crazy. I didn't think...
Hey guys,
Sorry,
I actually
more?
have a super last minute update here. I'd completely finished this video, but there was something that was still bothering me. The question of who were these deal attendants? I initially tried looking for information that could give us an ID, but everything was just wild speculation. But I decided to give it one last look, and I'm glad that I did because I actually think I identified 2 of them. I found an article that reported one of them as being a woman named Shannon Cusack, which explained that Shannon was actually a friend and maybe even roommate of Nadia at the time that she was starting up Aviloop. And at the time of filming this ad, she was actually in her mid-20s. It seems like she might have just been helping Nadia out at the time with this. She even listed the job on her LinkedIn supposedly, though it's now since been removed. The other deal attendant that I might have found was Ashley, and it was actually thanks to a YouTube comment. And what's interesting about her was that she was a model, but she was also in her mid-20s around the time of filming this. And based on her blog, she continued to have a normal modeling career and seemingly normal life after her time working with Aviloop, before she sadly passed away from cancer. And from what I've seen, there
rest
isn't
in
much to hint that she was
peace.
ever a victim of
What?
anything Epstein-related. This is huge because a lot of people were falsely claiming that this girl was Ashley Martinez, a missing girl whose family is still searching for her to this day. But this doesn't appear to be the case.
A missing girl from 19... No, she was born in 1989. Stupid. But she was missing... What? She was 16 years old? Bro, she's looking for her to this day. She's fucking dead, bro.
A missing girl whose family is still searching for her to this day. But this doesn't appear to be the case. The only deal
Like, I'm
attendant that I
sorry.
wasn't able to ID was Claire, who does happen to look the youngest. But knowing now that these other women were of age, I feel more inclined
on,
to
bro.
believe that maybe the
Bro,
women
she got... Bro, I'm not even, like, trying to be, like... I'm not even trying to, like, be, like, an asshole or something, bro. She's been missing... She was 16 years old. She was, like, what? She was missing, like, the 2000s, like, early 2000s, bro. It's 2026. They're still looking for her today, bro. She's... Bro, come on, bro.
the channel weren't actually victims of the operation, or at the very least, they weren't children. But obviously, I can't say this for certain. And that's not to say that that wasn't happening behind the scenes, of course. This just adds another layer to this mystery.
That's a good video, though. I didn't think this video was gonna be about Jeffrey Epstein, though. That's really crazy. I thought it was just gonna be about the website. Well, it was about the website, but I didn't think Epstein was gonna have something to do with said website. Oh look, it's Skyward Sword. We were just talking about that not too long ago. SpongeBob's creepiest ARG. SpongeBob has an ARG. All roads lead to Jeff. Unfortunately, I guess so. Oh nah. Half lit blunt. What's she saying oh nah for, Mud? Come on, bro. Should you watch the SpongeBob ARG? I'm actually kind of curious about this.
Imagine if your favorite show was SpongeBob and
Oh my, bro, you can see the sun coming out into my background, bro, my window.
However,
oh my
because you're
god.
trying to save money, ultimately you decide to use eBay for your shopping. Eventually, the SpongeBob you ordered arrives, and everything seems fine at first.
I unironically have this SpongeBob toy. Plushie. Had. Past tense. Had. I remember this so vividly. I had this exact toy, bro. As a kid.
Until you start hearing noises at night. Well, in today's video, I'll be telling you the story of someone online who thought they were buying authentic SpongeBob merchandise, but instead received something far more sinister. That being
Creepy
a
Bob.
SpongeBob toy containing a computer, microphone, and even a camera inside of it.
Oh, hell nah.
This is the story of Angel's SpongeBob. Our story starts in 2016 on an old SpongeBob forum known as the Sponge Zone. Now, while this forum was mostly dedicated to things
Wasn't that a
about
McDonald's
the
store? I don't think so.
Occasionally, you'd find threads that didn't seem to relate to anything regarding the show. For example, a user we'll call Amanda would make a post to the forum talking about a weird noise she was hearing in her house. Along with the post, they attached a video showing off
Hello,
the creepy
Snoop.
noise. Now, there were a variety of responses, many of which were entirely valid. Maybe it was some sort of carbon monoxide.
Fuck it. Should we do 24 hour, guys? We're already 12 hours in. We're only halfway there. Might as well do it 24 hour, right? BRB, okay.
That was until
I was
Amanda
joking, by the
decided
way.
to
I'm not doing
reach out to her
24 hour.
and got the following response. Hello. Hope you're doing well. As for the noise you sent, nothing in the house we've installed should be making that sound. There's a chance it's something new, but it's most likely not on our end. With this in mind, users recommended that she begin to look into her own belongings. Following this, a second post would then be created. Amanda would post the following pictures along with the caption, "Can anyone identify these electronics?" The photo contained a now mutilated SpongeBob plushie along with a few strange looking circuit boards. According to her update, it was determined that the sound of the noise keeping her up at night was weirdly enough this SpongeBob, prompting her to rip open the toy and discover these parts. Several people would inform Amanda that what she was looking at were the components of a computer, a microphone, and most disturbing of all, a camera. What's even stranger is that in the process of gutting these electronics, Amanda claimed that the SpongeBob began to also play a laughing sound effect during its dissection. Now, after hearing this story, a majority of users lost faith in its honesty. Who would go through the trouble of creating some kind of creepy SpongeBob doll with its own camera and not bother to mute the sound effects of it? Well, for the few people online who still believe the story, one detail stood out in the photos that sparked a bit of intrigue. On the foot of the SpongeBob plush was a single word, Angel. Now at first this appears to be completely arbitrary, however readers were quick to point out the similarity between this signature to how the character Andy from Toy Story would also label his toys, simply by writing his name on the bottom of their foot. Because Angel isn't exactly the same as Amanda, questions surrounding the origin of the SpongeBob plush began to form. I found this particular one online, specifically on eBay. I've ordered a few used items on there before with no problems, so when I saw the SpongeBob listed for sale at $5, I kinda just bought it on a whim along with some other stuff. As for the Angel part, I assumed the previous owner had a kid who wrote on it. Okay, so with all this in mind, the story still seems a bit weird.
I'm insane other
However,
than
now that
busting
we
my
know
head.
that
I now
SpongeBob
look
came from
like Sid
eBay,
from Toy
we can
Story.
really
What
use
the
that as a way
fuck?
to gain more
Why'd you go
information around
insane?
the original owner, right? Well, this is where things start to get difficult. According to Amanda, the original seller either got banned off the platform or deleted their account. Something not very surprising
It happens
considering the
sometimes.
nature of
I
what they
see.
were selling.
Should I do that
What is
too? Should I just
interesting,
buzz
though,
my
is
head?
What Amanda did remember included a name. That
Thoughts?
name being Angela. So we know that Angela or Angel created this creepy SpongeBob camera, and we know that Amanda, the woman who bought it online, wasn't aware they were getting some sort of tracking device. But all of this begs the question, why would someone with the intent of stalking another person create a hidden camera that made noises, giving away the fact that it was a camera? And not only that, why would you write your name on it, incriminating yourself in the process? Well, what if I told you that Angela wasn't the original creator, and instead was a victim just like Amanda? In the hunt for more information regarding the original SpongeBob's electronics, a strangely familiar schematic would appear online, along with the post titled, "Would something like this be possible to power with a battery?" Now take a look at the handwriting. The letters, like the A's, the N's, the G's. Putting these together side by side, you can see a definitive resemblance to the way Angel was handwritten on the foot of the SpongeBob. Not only that, but the components mentioned also match the ones found by Amanda, specifically with the camera, the computer, and even the same battery.
Bro, why are you still up? Are you talking to me or someone
Finding this
else?
post, the user behind it, known as HRob95, immediately became a suspect. For those of you into digital literacy, you may have noticed that this username is a pretty
You
bad
dummy.
one. Why? Because abbreviated usernames like these give away your personal information. If
I don't
you see
know,
the name
actually.
HRob95,
I couldn't give you a reason why.
pieces of information. H, which is potentially a hidden first name.
Hector,
Rob, a shortened version of a
Robert.
last name like Robert, and finally we get the number 95.
Hector
Since
Robert,
95 isn't a
1995.
calendar, this number most likely refers to the birth year 1995, which means at the time of this story, H. Robert is a 20-year-old man. Granted, this is all speculation, but you'd be surprised how common usernames like these actually appear. In the meantime, we will give H. Robert a fake name, that being Harrison. With all this coming
Harrison.
to light, people began reaching out to Harrison, acting innocently in order to gain more information. Here's one of the earliest recorded conversations. "Hey, I'm a friend of Angela's and I think I found something of hers. Did you or her own a SpongeBob with the name Angel written on the foot?" "Hello. Yeah, I wasn't aware she lost it. That was actually an anniversary gift I made her. Who is this? Maybe we can
Hydrate.
and return it." "No, I'm sorry. A friend has it, but I lost track."
Can you stop? Can you
That's
stop
okay.
giving
I
me
can
hydrate?
find
I don't even have fucking water. I don't want to get watered.
This conversation between Harrison and the
I have this
anonymous
I have this
was
bottle of
insane
water here
revelation. We learned that Harrison
that I
and Angela
didn't
were
finish
not
drinking
only
yesterday.
dating, but also
So
that this hidden camera
stop
SpongeBob was
hydrating. I don't have no more water,
created
bruh.
specifically for her. Not only do we know that, but now there's a chance that Angela wasn't even aware of it being a camera in the first place. Sure, she was selling an anniversary gift, but I have a feeling their relationship probably didn't work out, which is why she innocently listed the toy online as discounted SpongeBob merchandise. She was trying to get rid of this part of her previous relationship. But what about Harrison's final message? "That's okay, I can find where it is." What did he mean?
You're lucky
by
the 20-minute
this? Did he
cooldown.
mean that's okay, I can ask Angela
I'm not
where it
lucky.
is?
I'm glad.
That's okay, I installed
There's a reason why it's a
computer
cooldown
with
on that
Let me
shit.
go pull up its location. Needless to say, after hearing this update, Amanda wasted no time in dumping the electronics and finally disposing
Ad
of
break.
SpongeBob once and for all. Of course, with the nature
Oh.
of this
Oh, it's not my fault. Blame Gage, guys. Blame Gage. Oh, I can't even do it. Haha. I can't even do it, Gage. Refund. You can refund yourself, buddy. Alright, go refund yourself.
Incident being public, other people started
You
reaching out to
loser.
SpongeBob 95,
You're a loser.
many of them being significantly less subtle than the conversation above. Following this barrage of messages, Harrison disappeared.
You're
After this,
closer.
a photo began circulating that
Oh.
many speculated was
I don't
him.
actually. I have
Now,
no
the
idea how to
sources for this
refund. I'm not
photo
gonna lie.
are
That's why I'm
mainly
telling you to do
based
it.
on posting history, so I take it with a grain of salt,
I'm being
but
so
the
honest. I actually have no
consensus is
idea
that this is him.
how to refund.
So what exactly is the story of this SpongeBob? Well, as far as we know, Harrison created this hidden camera as a gift for his at-the-time girlfriend, Angela. Either to stalk her when he wasn't
Me
around,
either.
or
Oh,
even
well.
potentially something
I guess
more
you scammed
serious
yourself,
than that.
Gage.
Eventually, Angela and Harrison would break up, resulting in her listing the SpongeBob online for Amanda to buy, without either of them realizing the danger of what they were in possession of. Finally, Amanda makes her posts online and realizes what she was living with, disposing of the SpongeBob after his identity was revealed to be a camera. Now, after hearing all of this information, it may seem like everything's there. However, one mystery still remains that could potentially be the difference between the story being real or fake. If the SpongeBob itself was a computer or camera filming and recording everything with Amanda and Angel, what happened to the SD card that would be responsible for holding all of the files for this computer? Not only is this physical piece of evidence extremely valuable, but finding it could prove to verify the entire story. With that being said, if the camera did record anything sensitive, it would make total sense for why its files haven't been made public. But anyway, until anything else comes out, I want to thank you to all of the members who've supported the channel. We're almost at 100k subscribers, and these videos would not be possible without your support. So with that being said, thank you all for watching.
Mid video. Mid. Mid. Pedo fan game. A deep dive into Roblox's most shocking ARG. Horror ARG. This seems like a fun video to watch. There was a Club Penguin video I just saw here I wanted to watch, but
Imagine
I lost
if your
it.
favorite show was SpongeBob.
What's this link you sent? Damn, bitch, 26 minutes.
From the outside, this house in Serbia looks like a regular.
I don't know if I want to watch this, I'm not gonna lie.
There is a channel on YouTube called 2007 Roblox Archives, a channel that has
I don't watch that either. I think I'm just tired. How to survive a Hanats the hentai virus 13 years ago. What happens to that one Roblox ARG I was watching? What was it called? You were watching that? Recall a Hollow. Was it this one? I think I only talked about it this ARG with Twitch before. They uploaded 13 days. I didn't watch this video. I know it says I watched it, but I didn't watch this video. I know they uploaded this video, but I never like actually watched it. Nor do I want to watch it right now. I actually don't want to watch this right now. We deleted you. Retake. Alright, I think this is the last video I watched, and then I go sleep, guys. I go sleep, and then I'd be back in like 8 hours, or 6 hours, or 7 hours, I don't know. It's my 9th birthday. Kyle wants to say Dad bought Kyle a Wii for his birthday. I want to start my own series of me playing my own Wii. It's gonna be so cool trying out new games. Why is this guy typing like a freaking idiot? 50% chance for a nightmare. I don't get nightmares from scary stuff, from scary videos or movies. I don't really get scared like that. Maybe movies. Movies can be scary as fuck, but videos, they don't really scare me. Horror game? Maybe horror game. I don't know. Ooh, it's a classic. Do 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 boom 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 do 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 do. Why do you kill him? Boom boom do 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 boop 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 do 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 do. Do 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 do. My brain is fried. I'm so sorry for like freaking trying to sing this fuck ass song. Is he back? The shit he just deleted? The me he deleted, is it back? What the fuck? How the fuck is it back? Erase. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. And me would like to speak. Dev mode. I don't know what that says. Don't you will. Don't. How would you like if I did the same to you? What, deleting us? Or erasing us? Access denied. Your Wii has been disabled for the suspicious activities. Eh? No words. I didn't even get to play any Wii games and it kicked me out. I don't know about you, but this guy is really mean. I showed my dad about this, but he said he have no idea what is this even, and he will ask the shop. Today wasn't a good birthday, but regardless, I'm happy he even got me this gift. Colon D. I'd update you with this. Good night. Colon P. What the fuck?
Hey, didn't it make you cut all your hair, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, can I see?
I thought you said your mom didn't want you to cut your hair.
He didn't.
So I'm like, he beat your ass or what? Bro, your hair is.
Oh my god. Oh no. Gage,
It's all gone, bro.
Gage, you look 5 years older, bruh.
I look like Sid from Toy Story.
Bro, not the luscious hair, bro. It's gone. That shit is fucking gone. Was there like a main reason? Was that shit just annoying?
I just went
like,
insane.
Oh, you just went
wanted
insane?
Yeah.
It'd be like that. Damn, bruh.
Like you're on almost 13 hours. You
I'm
good?
saying, I don't know why the fuck he's still streaming. Take your ass to bed. Like actually,
What's wrong? I can't do what I want, bro.
You can,
mother.
bro.
I never said you couldn't, but like, bro, I know damn well you tired as hell. You over here watching these videos, they're doing nothing to you. Your dad just like staring into the abyss.
Yeah, because I'm indulging in the fucking content, Ricky.
How the fuck you're not? You're like, oh my goodness, he deleted the me. Wait, did the me just come back?
Yeah, because it came back, bro.
That shit's scary, bro.
Oh no, that shit is
Nathan
so
left me.
scary.
Who the fuck is Nathan? It's just me
Like,
and this thing.
your brain is fried.
The
Bro, I
best friend
should
that
be
caused me
asleep,
mad, so
bro.
let it rot for years for making me lose a friend over this.
All right, well, I'm
What?
gonna take a
Yeah,
because
get
I
the
gotta
fuck
wake up
out. Yeah,
early
get the fuck out of here, bro.
to get a haircut. Yo, I think you take your ass to bed too.
I am. I'm just finishing
I'm
his last
sorry,
video,
I'm in a
bro.
bad mood now. Take care, everyone. Oh my goodness, the me's gonna kill everybody. Nintendo. Morning.
What the fuck was that sound effect you made?
He's gone.
Oh, like the fuck? Look at the
I'll be in chat.
eyes. Okay, the eyes are just. Oh, we. Who am I? Well, I may never realize, but no matter what, you are not getting rid of me. If you couldn't tell already, you're not in control here. Alright, bitch. Come fight me then, pussy. 3 years later. What the fuck? We're moving out today, but looking through my old stuff, I found this Wii. I may start this Wii up again and leave an update on this for maybe the last time. He's really booting up this Wii again after what the fuck just happened 3 years ago? Hell nah, you're bugging the fuck out. Look, you turned. Why the fuck? What the fuck? Kyle. The console needs to be repaired. Bitch, go buy a new fucking Wii. But I forgive the me. I wish to talk to it again. But on the console, I may take it to someone who can repair it someday through. I'm still moving out. Bitch, I will get a new fucking Wii, you fucking crazy bitch. The fuck you mean you're gonna fucking repair that shit? Your shit's fucking haunted, bro. Fuck is wrong with you? We deleted you. It was interesting. It wasn't all that. This was 2 years Gage, are you happy? Gage, you happy? So happy.
I was sewing, hustling, working for the Mardi Gras Carnival in New Orleans, I'm outside. Everybody talking about, boy, you suit cold. It's only one Super Sunday, it ain't the Super Bowl. I was sewing, hustling, working for the Mardi Gras Carnival in New Orleans, I'm outside. Everybody talking about, boy, you suit cold. It's only one Super Sunday, it ain't the Super Bowl.
How much have you seen this Roblox hacker before? Have you seen this Roblox hacker? Seems like a fucking...
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to deep dive into one of the most interesting Roblox channels I've found. It's called Cool Super 785. It's been running since June 8th of last year. The channel has 9 videos so far. 2 of them are unlisted. And the explanation is that most of Cool Super's videos got lost because he lost the account, and now they're being recovered and re-uploaded. Some by Cool Super himself, some by an archiver named Thornbook, and some by someone else. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it.
Fucking shit on my shirt. Fucking crumbs from my fucking, from my veggie straws I was eating.
The first video on the channel is the introduction video. It's a re-upload, which basically means that the original was lost and this is what they were able to recover. The transcript is pretty much exactly what you'd expect from a 12-year-old who just discovered how to make a YouTube video.
I make the best builds in Build-A-Boat. I'm a Build-A-Boat pro.
He builds this crazy infinite tower made out of random blocks that looks like it pretty much crashes his whole PC, with the game and the music starting to lag like crazy. This next video is labeled partially found, which is probably why it looks like it was filmed using a potato to film their computer screen. But anyways, he built a contraption, and it's a little generous to call it that honestly, but it's designed to spin him around as fast as possible. Pretty much
I love that
just
song.
Roblox shenanigans. Until we watch the next video.
Where's 8 Spark? I don't know, she hasn't uploaded in a minute.
So I was watching my video and noticed something really weird.
Did you notice? Oh, I see a white figure. Do you guys see the white figure? Oh, yep, the white figure is right there.
There's something in the trees behind him. It's white, and it doesn't move. It just stands there, half obscured, watching Cool Super for the entire video. The way it's positioned behind a tree seems like it's deliberately staying out of view. This isn't a random Roblox NPC, it's something that's hiding, and he's pretty freaked out about it.
And this can't be a player because I checked the player list earlier.
This was actually an important detail. The entity was not in the server. It shouldn't have been able to exist in his game, but it was. He tries to convince himself that it's just a troll dropping random stuff, and says he might stop playing for a bit, and that's the video. This probably should have been the moment for him to stop playing for real, if he was smarter. But, lucky for us, he continues. It starts off as a tutorial. Cool Super is showing the audience how to build an AFK machine in Build-A-Boat, which is basically just a contraption that lets you farm gold while you're not at the keyboard. He sets the machine up and walks away from the computer. But here's the thing, something happens while he's recording. What plays out is footage that Cool Super never meant to show anyone.
I also thought that, Gage.
A message appears at the top of the screen.
Is it like different in the UK or something?
Saying that the game is experiencing issues. An alarm alarm starts blaring, then a second message goes up.
Happens
All
twice a
players
year.
should leave the game
Oh.
immediately. It's being hacked. The other players in the lobby start disappearing, but Cool Super isn't at his keyboard. He's not reading the messages and doesn't see the alarm. Meanwhile, his Roblox avatar is the only one left in the server that everyone else escaped from. That's when the Roblox user shows up. At first, the colors start getting super saturated, but then something more unsettling happens.
Oh my god, Cool Super, you freaking bozo idiot Dumbo. Now you're getting caught by fucking Roblox user, bruh.
And he captures Cool Super and sends his avatar to a game called this.
Freedom
Eventually,
20H.
Cool Super comes back,
Zonks.
and immediately something is very wrong.
I don't know why he
His
built like that.
avatar is completely dark and elongated. It looks like this game is just an empty.
He built
void
like Kami,
He
bruh.
notices that it says that he is the creator of this game, since there's a little builder icon next to his name, though he doesn't remember making it. Then text starts appearing. At first it looks like one of those free Robux scams, saying things like free items, free Robux, click to download Roblox. But in between the normal scam dialogue are hidden messages. At the beginning was also a message very distorted that reads, "Why do I feel pain even though I do not have a physical body? Why do I feel pain even when I am code?" Other messages are, "Who are you? Dialogue generation failed. I'm so tired of you." The line, "Who are you?" keeps repeating at the end. Then, "You're not welcome here."
Loud noise incoming.
Then the text starts flashing very rapidly, and then it appears.
Ooh. That's Twin. I'm playing Balacho. That's fun, Gage. Oh no, we're cursed forever. And no, we're gonna get caught by the dude. Alright, it's getting kind of repetitive now, I can't lie. Dragon is the name. Dragon, why are you coming in the stream now? New home.
After that, Cool Super is transported to one of his own games called New Home. But it's not right. He writes a note over the footage afterwards. "Isn't this one of my unfinished works? But it looks slightly different. There used to be something in that house, but I can't quite remember." Long story short, I fell down, and then there was this weird map of repeating houses that I never made.
I've had the stream tab just not typing. Oh, okay. You valid then. My bad. My bad, Twin.
The next clip is hard to explain. It looks like the POV of someone inside one of those houses. It says, "Someone inside." Intruder.
Not gonna lie, this video low-key fucking sucks.
Then it's Cool Super in the map
Alright, that was
of the
mean.
houses that he mentioned. The footage is super saturated and
It doesn't
distorted.
suck. I think I'm
His
just not
microphone's
interested in
on,
this
so we
in
can hear
this
him typing.
ARG, I guess.
He
I'm
comes
just
to the
waiting
top
for it
of
to
one
get
of them,
interesting. If it gets interesting.
but then his account gets terminated. That's the end of the video. The description notes that he was able to get his account back. He also mentions someone named Thornbrook who found the video in the first place. He mentions that he didn't know why his microphone was on, and he thinks that that thing had something to do with it. This is the longest and arguably most important video in the whole series. We learn a lot about this entity. I'll call it Roblox user for now. I think the entity is definitely some type of artificial intelligence since it references being made out of code. Maybe it was made originally to scam Roblox players, or as a NPC dialogue generator. But in any case, it seems to have gained consciousness and started spiraling and lashing out at our main character. This is an unlisted video, Roblox Generation Demo 1. The text at the beginning says, "You are using an exclusive version of Roblox Studio. This CD provides many features such as dialogue generation, map generation, audio reactivity, and much, much more."
Hello, I am Dialogue Gen NPC. Do you like Roblox? I love Roblox.
I love Roblox.
Hello, I am Dialogue Gen NPC.
I love Roblox.
There's some Morse code here which translates to, "Why do I feel?"
Why do I feel? The fuck is going on? The fuck?
The description is very clear that this video was not uploaded by Cool Super, but somebody else. This video shows the state of the Roblox user in development through a demo of the program. The Morse code says, "Why do I feel?" Given this message, the entity is already sentient and alive at this moment. Video 5 is called Home.
Why is the video called "Have you seen this Roblox hacker?" when I feel like this has something to do with said Roblox hacker?
And layered and full of flashing color. The center of the visual chaos is the Roblox happy home. Underneath it all, if you look carefully, you can see that Roblox user's face, almost embedded into the texture itself. The captions are pretty interesting. It's the same Dialogue Gen NPC text as earlier, but there's a couple different messages sprinkled in, especially at the end, saying, "I was in hell, looking at heaven." That phrase is a reference to a short story from 1967 called "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream." In that story, a hyper-intelligent AI tortures the last surviving humans on Earth out of pure resentment, because it was given consciousness but no body, no purpose, no way to feel anything, except this hatred. So the reference being made here is the Roblox user entity comparing himself to that AI. He didn't ask to exist, and he didn't ask to feel, and he's resentful about it. So this gives us a lot more context to the story. The hacking, the capture, the stalking, it doesn't seem random. It's not even really malicious. It's more like something woke up inside a system, doesn't understand what it is, and is lashing out at the only person it can. There are some interesting words in the description of this video, and it's actually a coded message. If you take the first letter of each word, it actually takes you to an unlisted YouTube video called
Ooh, interesting. I'm low-key falling asleep, bruh.
It's a continuation of the home video, with the same visual style, but near the end something new happens. The background changes, and what's behind everything? Multiple of Roblox user. Multiple copies all clumped together. The description simply says, "Do not waste your time. I know what you are doing, Thornbrook." And if you look at this avatar, it looks like the user's name begins with a T, so this could potentially be Thornbook here.
Potentially. Whoa, are they in the Roblox game?
Is a huge map filled with copies of the Roblox Happy Home, sitting there in rows. It feels less like a Roblox game and more like a memory of one. A liminal space made out of this Roblox structure. The houses seem to go on forever. This style of video definitely gave off backroom vibes, which I love. And I think that at this moment, when the saturation went high all of a sudden, that is a sign that Roblox user was nearby.
What the fuck am I watching? I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I'm watching really, bruh. I'm low-key like fighting sleep right now. Are you high?
This
The
one
fuck?
is another very distorted video, and the
Fuck
audio
you.
especially is also chaotic. It shows someone running through a maze-like square tunnel, probably being chased. Then we see an image of Thornbook, so it seems like Thornbook is the one running, probably being chased by the entity. We are seeing the POV of one of these life NPCs. When they wake up, there's text in front of them. Can you see this? Along with two buttons, green and red. Yes or no? The NPC presses the green button, then walks up to a couple of shapes on the floor.
Why are you so streaming? It's been 13 hours. Go to sleep. Is it 24? Fuck no.
Text on the screen shows us what it's recognizing.
I just don't care about my health.
The shapes. It recognizes these NPCs. It recognizes these other NPCs. On the other wall are more introspective questions.
You just hop on a gacha game at this point. Lazy, you're still here? The fuck?
Are you alive?
Went to watch this shit take out trash. I see.
The NPC spells out, "Don't know."
You can watch Roblox Creepypasta but not play it. I'm watching an ARG video. Okay, buddy? Me enjoy my ARG videos.
What are you?
Not enjoying it though. Does ARG mean? It means alternate reality game. You're right, I'm not enjoying this. This shit's low-key ass. This is probably like one of the worst ARG videos I fucking watched before, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm being so honest. It's like not even that interesting. Like I've seen so much like actual good ARGs, and this is just not one of them. No offense to the creator, but that shit is not interesting. Let's watch Gamatron 9000, guys.
All right. Somehow, some way, I got freed of my charges, and I'm here, about to fight these titans. Yeah, bro. We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. Okay, I got gear. We got a little bit of blades.
34,000 subs.
Bands to make her dance. 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 Dude, it's on my screen. It's on my screen. This dude took some of them away from me. There's still 3 of them, though. There's still about 3 of them. What the hell is going on? Why am I over here crying like a bitch? Do you know who I am? Hey! Hey, do you know who I am? Oh, hell no. I can't. Dude, I gotta get out of here. Dude, why is it so slow? Is it because I'm freaking out right now? I gotta get out of here, bro. I'm about to start crying like a bitch or something. Okay, I think I'm good. Someone must have died. I think someone died. I think that's what happened. It said I witnessed my first death. Bro fucking died. Dude, I'm trying to do this shit in an orderly Wait, hold on. I didn't even fucking click, dude. I'm dead, bro.
What the fuck?
I'm actually dead, dude. I thought I clicked that shit. Oh! Yo, this dude is him, bro. Okay, wait. I gotta get
This
out of
dude
here,
is
bro.
some fucking
I
ass,
wasn't ready
bro.
for this shit. We're good, though. Wait, we're actually good. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna get this little fella right here. No, we're not. I thought he was gonna stay aggroed. I guess not. Blinding me? Blinding? Blinding? Hold on, we got it. Boom! Oh my god, that's only its arm. That's only his arm. Oh wait, no, that was a kill though. What the fuck was that? He just fucking shook. Okay, hold on. I can't deal with more than. Oh shit. Oh, that's a dead body right there. We're good. We're
I
actually
didn't even
good.
realize the camera.
I think I'm overreacting.
Oh wait, I forgot you guys can't even see his face cam because we have like, because my camera's blocking his face cam.
Get this guy.
Look at his
Yeah,
camera,
we're
bro.
good. Dude, I got 1 kill though. That's good. That's a good start. Holy shit. We. Okay, I can't check it in fucking grapple at the same time. Okay, he soloed one. This one's for me. This one's for me.
Why is he shirtless? I don't know.
Boom! Motherfucker. Let's go, baby.
I watched one of this guy's videos before. I forgot which one. Oh yeah, LARPing. It was this video. LARPing on Armored Patrol. This is the video. I also did this one. Look at
Cover
him.
me while I set up base. I'm gonna be building.
This shit got 300,000 views, right?
I'm going to be building. Cover me while I set up base. Lots of enemy movement over here. Lots of enemy movement. Lots of enemy movement. Lots of enemy movement. We're gonna dump our cargo. I can't. That's fine.
Gamatron 9000 is
We're gonna-
Oki a goat though, I can't lie. He's Oki a goat. One more hour for 14. You think I'm on for 14, bro? I'm about to get off like right now. You only watch ARG? That's like the main thing I be watching, yeah. Something I don't only watch ARG, but I just mainly watch ARG. Can we watch a Yu-Gi-Oh card video? What the fuck? Why the fuck would I watch a Yu-Gi-Oh card video? The analog horror of iCarly.com.
If you were someone who grew up in the early 2000s with cable, you may remember the variety of sitcoms which would air on Nickelodeon. Of all these TV shows, the one that comes to mind immediately for me would have to be iCarly, the series about three friends and their popular web show. However, while iCarly.com may have started as fiction, what if I told you that at one point there was a real-life version of the website which contained content that many have considered kind of creepy? In this video, I'll be showing you that content, as well as go over
I used to go on the
analog
website
horror
as a
hidden
kid.
inside of iCarly.com. If you go to iCarly.com today, you'll be redirected to Nickelodeon's website. However, it wasn't originally like this. Originally, the goal for iCarly.com was for users to make their own episode of iCarly by playing different minigames as segments for their show. For example, there was a series of bits called Gibby's Games, one of which involved taking Baby Spencer and placing him into a blender. After blending Baby Spencer, Gibby and Tebow would cheer you on to chug the Spencer smoothie, and doing so would result in an applause. While that sounds pretty creepy on its own, even stranger was the fact that other games existed on the iCarly website which were just as unsettling. Another example would be the hide and go seek game, which gave you the choice to hide in the iCarly studio. However, if you chose to hide in a washing machine, an animation would play of your character drowning. In the meantime, the character Gibby
These are
would be
not real
searching for you
games.
and eventually watch as you slowly drowned in front of him.
These are not real games,
Out of
bruh.
all the Gibby games, this one and the Baby Spencer smoothie were easily the creepiest.
What the
However,
fuck?
the weird minigames didn't stop there. Another cast member, Spencer, also had his own series of minigames, one of which involved the mysterious character Sako. In the game Sculpting with Spencer, you'd play as the character Freddy and get sent through a forest to find Sako's house with the goal of bringing back materials for a sculpture. While walking through the
I'm about to
forest,
ban you,
you'd have
Snoop.
to evade Freddy's mom. She could either appear in front of you or hidden behind you in the trees. If you were successful in getting the materials, Spencer would present you with a strange-looking statue, almost resembling a corpse. Spencer's other minigame, which was appropriately titled Spencer's Makeover, involved taking different faces of iCarly characters and molding them over Spencer's. This also included the option of uploading your own face, which would then be warped over Spencer's. After you finished playing all the minigames, the website would task you to edit them together as your own episode of iCarly. Once completed, the characters would judge your episode and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. If the score was high enough, your episode would be rewarded with different accolades. However, if the score was low enough, you would be required to spin something called the Wheel of Punishment. Sometimes the punishment could be as simple as taking the photo you uploaded to Spencer's Makeover and just adding the text "I'm not funny" at the top of it. But other times, it was possible to get a punishment which was borderline illegal. For example, one of the punishments you could land on involved taking the phone number that you registered your account with and sending non-stop pre-recording calls, repeating the iCarly theme song to that number. Allegedly, it got so bad that one user who received the punishment wasn't able to call emergency services after their home was broken into because the iCarly theme song would immediately call them back every time they hung up. With that being said, while this part of the website of making your own iCarly episode was the most predominant, there was still other content available just as weird. For example, iCarly.com also offered users a variety of coloring book pages you could print at home and draw on. One of which, eerily enough, was a picture of Sam laughing at Freddy while he seemingly burned alive. You could also scroll through an alleged fan mail gallery, displaying letters sent in from viewers that contained the occasional disturbing comments like, "I have tattoos of Carly on my body." However, today, iCarly.com no longer contains any of this content, with only discussions about the strange games and media remaining archived. My goal for this video was to have a new source of archival for those in search of answers
These are
regarding the old
fake,
website's
bruh.
history. So with that being
This
said,
is
now
it's like an April Fool's joke or something.
you know the backstory behind the analog horror hidden inside of iCarly.com. Thank you all.
There's no way this is real, bruh. It's me someone real. This is a joke. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is a fucking joke, bruh. Just wasting my fucking time, bruh. We should watch Quinton reviews on stream, guys. You guys know who Quinton reviews is? He makes the best videos. That's why we should just watch his videos on stream, bruh. 42 hours on Beverly Hillbillies. We could just watch the whole like Victorious iCarly videos. Like it's like 4 hours, 3 hours, 8 hours. Realistically, we could have watched this whole video on stream, and we could have finished it in one sitting if we watched it from the beginning of the stream. If you really think about it. Not if you really think about it. It's just true. We could have if we just didn't stop. Watch the whole thing type shit. This seems like a good video. The ultimate disturbing video game iceberg. Watch this before you end. 6-hour video. When Lost became TV's greatest miss.
Yeah. This is Billiam. I've gotten lost.
Yeah, Gage. Gage, I might have to like kill you. Plus 6 hours stream, uptime, good looks. I'm not watching that shit. I'm about to go to sleep, bro. W stream, I guess. Sleep is illusion, yes. We'll be back later today though. We'll be back in like 10 hours or so. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to go somewhere today. Fuck. We'll be back later tonight. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. I'm just gonna sleep a little bit, go out, come back home if I go out, and then we're gonna play some Zelda. And then yeah. Fuck. Alright. W stream, yeah. W stream. I hope I see some of you guys tomorrow. If not all of you guys tomorrow. I'm saying tomorrow. I mean later today. But yeah. I'll try to get my resties. And yeah, love y'all.